So Dane, you're the youngest member, is that right?
I believe so.
So how old are you? And tell me a little bit about your business.
I'm 22. My business is called Peak Health, and we're in a small town called Yamba in northern New South Wales, on the beach, so it's a good spot to live. It's a town of about 7,000 people, so we do a mix of CrossFit, some exercise phys, which is like rehab stuff, as also private training.
Great. So tell the viewers a little bit about your backstory, from leaving school to where you are right now.
Look, I finished school like everyone at 18, and I always thought I could have a career in sport, and I wasn't good enough, and that didn't work out, and that was always the dream. So what's the next best thing is to get involved in sport and fitness and that kind of stuff. So at 18, to cut a long story short, I bought a gym and jumped in the deep end.
Perfect. Now tell me a little bit about your sport and tell me about your lifestyle right now, because it's pretty good.
It is pretty good. Basically at the moment I spend twice a day I train some sort, or travel and train for rugby. 9:30 every day I train in the gym. I get to work at about 6:37, work till 9:30, have lunch and a shower, come back, work till about 4 or 5, and then go and travel and train, do sprint training, do skills training, whatever it is. So it's not quite what I thought I'd be doing when I was 18, but it's probably the next best thing. It's a lot of fun.
Tell me a little bit more about, you say you work. Tell me what's your day look like? What do you do when you go into your facility?
Sure, look, I go in the morning and basically set up everything for the day. So whether that's, I like to do a little bit of writing in the morning. So if I'm writing emails, blogs, newsletters, that kind of stuff to start with for an hour. I just find it works best early for me. And then basically I'll set up tasks and do all my management stuff for the day, so that when the staff are there and ready to go, it's all set up and they can work freely. And then I'll train, I'll come back and work on whatever projects I've got going at the time.
Tell me a little bit more about that team. How many staff members do you have and what are their roles?
We've got 4 staff members. I've got a admin Michelle, she's absolutely fantastic, and she not only runs a lot of the business but also my life. She does all the financial stuff, so she's doing all the billing, accounting, accounts receivable, and handling all my bookwork. I don't touch that, which is a good thing, a very good thing. Then I've got a head trainer, Will. Will's come up, he was first a friend, a client, and he's lost a whole lot of weight himself, and he's just a fantastic head trainer. He handles all the client programming, assessments, and manages our trainer under him, who is my little brother Rick, who's just started with us full time.
Cool. Excellent. So hiring the family. Exactly.
And then we've also got our exercise physiologist, and Kaz does all our rehabilitation work through doctors and stuff.
Excellent. Now, it's not always been a success, it's sometimes been a struggle, and you shared this on the stage because you're a member of the Year Finalist. Can you just share with the viewers some of the struggles that you went through the past sort of 12, 18 months?
Sure. Look, we had a tough period. Business-wise, we didn't have systems in place, and we built a business on the back of really effective marketing by using icing the cake, Your Best Body Challenge, and had a flood of new leads and new clients. But I never had the systems and the processes in place, or the right team in place, or the right mindset to sustain that success, and it eventually all fell over. Then there was a few personal things that happened, which made me realise and put a lot of things in perspective of what's important. And I went back and reviewed, my life and what's important to me, and who was important to be spending time with, and from that, and really reviewed what my dream lifestyle was. What did I want to get out of it? And once we went through that process with myself and as a team, we had a pretty clear direction, and we started to build those systems and build the team, and to get people who absolutely love the business as much as I do and as much as our members do.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit more on the numbers side. What sort of percentage of growth have you seen over the last sort of 12 to 18 months?
Sure. Well, look, I'll give you over 2 years. When we first started with FFP, we were averaging about $10,000 a month. Now we're averaging from anywhere from 15 to $1,000 a month, so 50 to 70% growth in 2 years. Our average package size has gone from $440 for a personal training package, and in the last quarter, our average package size has been over $10,000.
Great.
So,
what's next for the business?
look, we've got some big plans for next year. In terms of some events we want to run, we're going to run out the Gold Rush campaign and run a lot of community charity events as well. And our goal is to double the business in the next 12 months.
Great. To the viewers watching this, can you give them 3 tips on business or lifestyle that you've taken in and it's changed your life or business?
For sure. Look, probably number 1 is to find what you're passionate about. That was the big game changer for me. Was I always felt like I was going along with no clear direction, and once I found what I wanted to do with myself, my time, and who I wanted to spend it with, everything else fell into place. Secondly, is to probably engage in the community. You know, the Fit for Profit and Net Profit Explosion NPE community has just been phenomenal for me. You've got leaders like yourself, Sean, Rick and Andre, among others, and the other members have business advice, you know, personal advice, relationship advice, which has, you know, got us through those tougher times and under much better times ahead. And number 3 is probably have fun, enjoy what you're doing, you know, because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, what's the point of doing it? Good
advice for the guys out there watching this. Dane, tell me a little bit more about your rugby, because we're both rugby players. And let's talk rugby.
Hopefully one day we can play against each other.
Yeah, that would be good. We're same position.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So at the moment I'm training in pre-season. We've got our zone trials are on at the moment. We've got a training session when we go back next weekend, and goal is to make that side, and then down the track next year there's a side that, if we get through the next stage, that is, we'll be playing a game against the British and Irish Lions when they tour. Maybe you'll feature in that side, Benny. I don't know yet.
So.
And you know, it's a big goal, but it's something that, you know, I'm going to give the best crack I can. Whether or not you get there, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Perfect.
It's all about the good.
Determined, and
That's
you move forwards. Been a pleasure speaking to you.
Thanks, Benny.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Cheers.
You can keep up with NPE TV through Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, so that you can stay connected wherever your travels may take you.